When you say that there are no restrictions and that you can eat anything you want, it just blew my mind actually. They like they say, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. It's a little bit difficult for me to wrap my mind around this concept, but it's probably because I am missing something here, most likely. Can you please explain a little bit more what you mean when you say eat anything you want and there are no restrictions?
Sure. Well, first of all, I didn't say you can eat anything. I said you can eat all your favorite foods. And I know it sounds like exactly the same thing, but there is actually a difference that I'm going to explain. But yeah, you're absolutely right. We all know Einstein's definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. But interestingly enough, is that what most diets are based on. They have you change one little thing, one very little minute thing, such as eat less. Nothing else changes. You're just trying to eat a little bit less than you did. And they expect your whole complex machine of your body, mind, and spirit, so to say, your metabolism, to just use that little change and produce a different result, which doesn't happen. So here we do the opposite. We change your metabolism and how your body approaches food and lifestyle and things associated with weight gain. And the change is very gradual, so you own it. For example, Zoom meetings. It was a very foreign concept when they first started, with, pandemic and everything. A lot of people didn't know how to use them. They didn't care about Zoom. Now that we've had them for a while, we're discovering that we actually like it. And so our attitude towards Zooms is changing from, nah, this is very inconvenient to, hey, this is very convenient. And so that's what I mean by owning the change. So taking this to parallel of weight loss, right now, if I tell you, hey, you have to go to the gym 4 times a week and you got to spend 2 hours in there, it's probably a horrifying thought. But what if you own that change, kind of like in terms of owning the concept of liking soup, because things have changed and your mindset and your feelings towards it change. What if you felt like you really want to go to the gym and you get frustrated if you can't for some reason? So that's the effect that we are looking for, is that when you're not forcing yourself into doing certain things because you think you're gonna achieve some kind of result, and then you get discouraged immediately when the result doesn't come, and you quit. And of course, as soon as you quit, even what you did achieve undoes itself. So we are not leaving, things as they are, by no means. We are doing very slow, gradual steps. We're making, not doing, I should say, making slow, gradual steps towards the change. And that's how we eliminate, the self-torture part of it. But to get back to the eat everything you want, and the difference between eating anything and everything, and between eating your favorite foods. We like certain foods for a reason. There is a mental connection, there's an emotional connection, nostalgia, whatnot. But the problem is that it's not certain foods that cause us to gain weight. There are some what I call secret ingredients in food that cause us to gain weight. And I'm not gonna go into a lot of detail here. Number one, we don't have the time, and it would take, it's a little bit too involved for me to be able to explain it in just a few minutes. But it's not what you think either. Because usually some of those secret ingredients, get caught on the radar. For example, TBHQ in candy, it's a preservative. And, finally, there were studies to link it to basically weight gain and, a lot of other things. And so then there comes a witch hunt on that specific ingredient. Oh, it's got to be gluten free, or it's got to be, high fructose corn syrup is the biggest enemy, or whatever that ingredient may be. And as long as the label says no high fructose corn syrup, people don't care if there's cyanide in it. And I'm not kidding you that it's actually a different story about cyanide that we talk about even in the first part of the program. But for the sake of an example, people are so focused on, say, high fructose corn syrup that everything else goes, by the wayside, and they don't care anymore. So when I say secret ingredients, I don't mean anything in particular. I mean a certain class of ingredients, which you probably already guessed that preservative is going to be something that is on that list. But point being is that you can fix the same food with or without those secret ingredients. And in fact, some brands are already catching on to the trend, and they are already introducing a version of their brand that doesn't have the secret ingredients. And some brands haven't caught up yet, so it may not be an exact match for what you're eating right now, but what you fix at home you can certainly fix without those secret ingredients that are weight loss busters. So long story short, when you prepare your food correctly, those things, by the way, they don't affect the taste, and if they do, they affect the taste by bringing it down. So when it comes to flavor, our body obviously will respond more to the taste of real food, and we are programmed to like it. So without compromising the taste, you can create the same food that you like without these secret ingredients, and you're going to enjoy it. And so you can have lemon meringue pie, or you can have your hamburgers, you can have your macaroni and cheese, whatever your favorite food is, if you prepare it quote unquote correctly, and that's what I explain in the program, then you don't have to give it up. And again, I'm not going to go into the details here. It's going to take me too long. I don't have 45 weeks to explain everything in just a short video. That's why we have the program, and this is where we get into the details. So I'm just trying to get the most kind of the summary of what is there. That's what we do. That's why the program exists, is to help you understand how it works, and that's the purpose of it.